So welcome back, guys. So today I wanted to make a video about something you hear a lot of in racing pigeons, which is the pigeon's eye. You know, they're always talking about the eye. How is the eye? What is a yellow eye or a white eye? So I just want to give you guys a little explanation. I know I don't know a whole lot about the eye. I just know that they always talk about it with like good pigeons and stuff like that. So I'm gonna give you guys a closer look at some of these guys' eyes, and then we'll see what they look like, and of course what they perform I will mention as well. So yeah, so the first bird we have is going to be the best bird on this loft. This is the 2018 bird. He was Club Acepigeon in 2019 with the yearlings. Let me just grab his head so you can take a look at the eye. So let's start on the inside. You can obviously see the black pupil. Then the outer ring outside is yellow, which most of our pigeons are the yellow eye. And of course the big ring around it is gonna be really bright red with this one. So this one actually has a really bright eye, and it gets even more bright when it's in shape. So that's also something you can notice with pigeons, how brighter the eye gets. That's how better their shape will be. And I also heard something about sprinting pigeons having larger pupils than long distance racing ones, and this is actually ace pigeon on the shortest distance we have, 105 kilometers, which is gonna be 65 miles. And as you can see, I don't think this is a big pupil. I think it's on the small side actually, but we'll see. So the next bird I'm gonna grab is gonna be the best young bird from last year, and he was performing good on the 210k flies. So yeah, let's take a look at his eye. So I grabbed the other bird I was talking about in the last clip, which is gonna be this one. As I said, he didn't perform on the level of the last one, but he also had a pretty good run at the 200k's. But as you can see, this one's eye is way darker, and it's also a different kind of eye. We call this a white eye. As you can see, the pupil is about the same size, so I don't know, we don't actually have a lot of like really long distance birds, so I can't show that, but this one is out of the best strain we have, out of the lambrechts hen and our two-time Acebird. As you can see, let's start with the inside again. The pupil is just black. Then this one has a really small white circle around it, fading into the big one, which is gonna be really dark red. So this one's actually got one of the darkest eyes we have in the top loft. Obviously young birds have really dark eyes as well, but they still need to develop. Let's take a look at the other eye. Yeah, this was actually one of the best performing young birds from last year. So, and that's also a 100% brother to both the birds we're going to be breeding for the Loft project. So that's probably what they're going to be looking like. So now I'm going to grab another bird I wanted to show. So the next bird I have is going to be mainly of not our strain. That's actually a strain of a neighboring fancier. But let's grab his face. As you can see, this is also a white eye, but his eye is totally different than the last one. As you can see, the pupil is a little bit faded, going on to the beak right there. Pupils seem to be the same size of all of them at the moment. And the big difference with the last one is obviously this one is way brighter. It's also a white eye, but this one is way brighter and has a lot more white in it. And the outer circle, the big one, is obviously way more bright, way more red. The other one was dark red. This one is more of a pinkish kind of color. And this is a really big bird. I can barely hold him with one hand. He didn't perform especially well, but this is actually the strain that always gets sick with the young birds. But he does have a pretty nice white eye, I can tell you that much. So now I'm gonna be grabbing another one, which is gonna be the only bird to fly a Federation first placing. So let's grab it. So I've got the only bird in the 3 years we flew pigeons so far. Obviously my grandfather has flown pigeons for, I don't know, like close to 40 years, but we started when he passed away. But yeah, in 2018 this bird flew a first Federation first on the 100k races. And I can tell you right where after I grabbed the big one before this one, and this one is just way smaller. So yeah, but anyway, that's besides the point. Let's take a look at his eye. This is actually gonna be the main type of eye you see in our strain. You know, the yellow eye, but not too bright, not like the first one. And let's start on the inside again. This pupil is actually a little bit smaller than the rest, it seems like. Even though they say sprinting birds have big pupils, like, I don't really believe it, but yeah, so pupil is kind of smaller than usual. The yellow ring also seems to be a little bit smaller. And of course the big red ring around it isn't as bright as the first one we had, but still pretty good looking, I think. So yeah, as you can see, we don't have a lot of mealies, but this will be the type of eye you see a lot in our strain. The yellow eye, but not too bright, like kind of in the middle. So I think I will be grabbing one more pigeon. So yeah, I've got the last bird here now. There's nothing special to him, but just to show you guys another example of the eyes our strain have most. Let's grab his head again. So this one's actually a little bit more in shape as the last one is. This one trains for the longest. And as you can see again, pupils a little bit smaller, a little bit faded towards the bottom. It's pretty nice eye, I can tell you that. And obviously it's another yellow eye, which most of our birds are, as I said. And the outer ring is a little bit brighter than the last one. I don't know if it shows on camera, but it does in real life. But yeah, once these type of birds get in shape, the outer ring, the outer big ring will get really bright. Almost as bright as the first one. But he's just always that bright, I don't know why. But yeah, this is another example of the eyesight of most of the birds in our strain have, which is gonna be really comparable to this one. as you can see, not a bad looking pigeon, not too big, not too small, just how I like them. But yeah, this was gonna be the last one. I won't really show anyone. Like that one's got almost the same eye as the last two red yellow eyes I showed you guys. So yeah, I can't really show a long distance bird because we don't have one. These are all sprinting birds, so I can't really tell the difference between that, but I did tell the difference between some of the colors we have in our strain. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something out of that. So I'm probably gonna end the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.